Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Have we started? Have we started? The stream? Can you all hear me? Do I exist? I don't even know. I don't know if anyone can hear me. But this is definitely one way of starting a stream. Oh, I'm very quiet. Oh no. Oh, I guess I have to raise my voice. Is that better? Hopefully you can hear me. Oh, that would be really bad if you can't hear me. I'm going to sound really quiet like. I have a new setup completely, everyone. A new setup. So that means, oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Maybe I have to go to OBS and change the settings quickly. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no, it's at max volume. It's at max volume. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, I guess best way to listen to this is if you have the volume pretty loud, because I'm gonna be speaking very softly. Yes. I think that's gonna be the best way. What about your mic volume? Oh, what if I make what if I change it to desktop mode? Hold on. Ooh. Right, does that make a difference? I don't know. I've changed the DAC to make it desktop mode. I don't know if that did anything. I don't know. Ugh. Why didn't I fix this before? This is so silly. Oh no. Do I have to go into the audio settings? I'm gonna have to go in the audio settings. Ah! Hold on. Hold on. No, that didn't work. Hold on. Oh my god, it actually says 100%. Oh my god, it actually says 100%. That's actually hilarious. Well, wow. Oh wait, what if I did this? What if I did that? What if I did that? Did that do anything? Oh no. I will have to yell all the words. Did that do anything? Oh no. I increased the volume on the DAC. I had to do that. I guess that's what's gonna have to happen. Yeah. Can you tell I'm not experienced at doing this? Oh, damn. Well, guess we're gonna just have to go through it then. Okay, hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to yet another of these streams. It has been a year since the last time I've done this. So in case you haven't done any of these before, how many years have I done this now? I think this is the third time now. This is the third time that I'm doing this. Let me just say, this is the longest one. This is 52,000 words long. No thanks to Kvin, who wrote the most and still offloaded a load of his words into other articles. So yeah, this could have been even longer. This could have been like 70, maybe 80,000 words. Knowing him, it could have been. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Apparently this article is so large that the links have been breaking and like random stuff is creaking. Maybe WordPress can't handle articles of this length. Who knows? We don't know. I am very well prepared for this, of course. You know, I've had plenty of sleep going into today. I woke up at 7:30 this morning, which, you know, might be a bit early for some people, but for me, 7:30 is late. That is a lot of sleep for me. What else? I have got a lot of water because, you know, reading lots of words does mean that I am probably going to have to drink a lot. I've also got this thing that is very new to these streams. I have got this jar of mochi, which I'll have as a treat occasionally through these me reading this. Just saying, in case anyone thinks I'm actually going to read all 52,000 words in a single stream, you are absolutely mad. That is not going to happen. This is definitely going to be going on for at least 2 streams. Just saying. It's gonna take a while to read all of this. There are people that are reading this without streaming it, and they're taking forever as well. So, let alone me, think about yourselves when you're reading this. This is 100 and what? This is a lot of pages long. This is novel length, like a short novel. I actually worked out that the length of this article is about half the length of Anne of Green Gables. You know, an actual novel. You know, the thing that was adapted by Isao Takahata in 52 episodes. That Anne of Green Gables. This article is half the length of that. That's how bad this is. So I do hope that you wish me luck on this, because this is going to be pretty crazy. I mean, last year was already pretty nuts. This is even more crazy. First of all, before we get to actually reading this thing, let's admire the banner image for this year. Honestly, Bitmap really outdone themselves this time round. There's so much going on here. Like, I mean, it's not going to be as good as, you know, the BBC Two dog. Like, there's no BBC Two dog at all, anywhere in all this. Like, where is it? Honestly, that was the best anime character of last year, and pretty much every year since 1993. But it's not there. That's really sad. But it's still pretty good. Anyway, let's. Also on the side of the stream, you'll notice I have got splits for how many words I have read at any given time. Let me just be very clear. That is an estimate, because it kind of included things that may not actually be a word. I don't think it is exactly that amount. So, but it's pretty close. I remember Kvin saying to me it was 25% longer than last year. No. Yeah, Kvin has just said that I'm lying. I did calculate it myself. It's real. But it is slightly off. Maybe by about 100 words or so. I doubt it's that much of a difference. Anyway, let's get started. So, the intro is just this. This is the intro. It's only 72 words. It's not very long. But let's get started, because I don't want to stream for that long tonight. Maybe till about midnight or so. Let's see. Time is now 9:25. Let's get started. Sakugabowl Animation Awards 2025. January 23rd, 2026. Kvin. Some like icon that has broken. There's some Unicode thing that doesn't display on my computer for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's WordPress. One comment, and I checked. There was still one comment. Just letting you know that I will read all the comments. So if more comments come through by the time I'm done reading this, I will read even more of your comments. So please do feel free to comment on the article and make this even longer than it needs to be. Say what your favourite anime of last year was. Say that you really liked anime that wasn't airing in 2025. You know, just to spite people. I don't know. Once again, we've gathered animators, directors, producers, designers, and people passionate about art to share the works that resonated with them the most last year. It's time for the 2025 Sakugabowl Animation Awards. Our very own Sakuga Bowl. Entries: Yuichiro Iida, Fede, Takuya Niinuma, Franziska van Wulfen, China, Spam, Ken, Leaf, Yamamoto, Chi, eichiwai, Hayato Kunisada, Omar, Aaron Rodríguez, Maki, Yuuji, mutobe, Tokuno, Geth, Kasen, Akihiko, Sudo, Ukloim, Iida, and finally, the most evil one of all, Kvin. Yes, that is everyone. Before I get into actually reading the rest of this, there is a wide array of different people here. People I know and have known for a very, 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 very long time and are good friends of mine. And, you know, it's very good that Kvin has once again gotten these people, my lovely friends, to write such amazing things about their favourite anime from last year. Also, some great people from the industry. It's always great to read China and Leaf's opinions, even though Leaf has probably the most weaponish like recommendations I've ever seen in my life. My tastes are completely different, but it's great to see them. It's gonna be really interesting to see just like what things from last year were worth watching. I think from last year there's only like 2 shows I watched like seasonally. Like I watched one show as it was airing, and then I watched one show right at the end of the year, just before the year ended. Oh, and Precure. Yeah, there was Precure, but Precure doesn't really count. Like, I don't count Precure. Precure is kind of its own separate thing, even though it is anime. Let me tell you, I don't think you and Idol Precure is going to be appearing in this article. I really doubt that. Oh yeah, and Lupin. I watched a lot of Lupin. Yeah, I've watched how much Lupin have I watched? I've almost finished part 2. I've watched almost all of part 2. I'm only about 20 episodes from the end. So, yeah, not that bad. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. We got Yuichiro Iida as our first person here. They're an animator. They're a character acting king in the making. Funny guy. Their Twitter is here in case you want to go there, I guess. Don't know why. Better places to go than that, I guess. But if you do want to go somewhere that is actually good, the Sakugabowl tag is right here. So click that instead. You're risking a lot by clicking that. Not because of Iida's profile, but it's Twitter. Let's be honest. We can go to the next entry. Wait, you mean I can skip? I can skip? Oh, don't tempt me. Anyway, also, yes, Megax is absolutely right. At the bottom of the stream, there is a link to the Sakugabowl Patreon. They have currently raising about £1,000 a month. £1,000 a month is going to the Boru. Even more should go to the Boru. A lot more money. Please, make sure that you give them loads of money because they need the money to keep the servers going, to allow Kvin to watch many VTubers, and yeah, I don't get any of it, but I don't mind because I have a day job, so it's okay. I don't need it. Don't give me money. You can also join my Discord. Link on the bottom. Very good. Yeah. Anyway, you're gonna disable. I'm not gonna click them. Trust me. I'm not even going to watch the videos. I'm sorry. I am gonna skip all that. Sorry. Maybe after. I'll check them out after. If I don't get antsy when I get on this article again. Anyway, let's start. Anime, even in 2025, remains a strangely unchanged medium. While the rest of the world has shifted towards automation, industrialized pipelines, and efficiency, hand-drawn animation still operates on a production logic that was essentially completed in the mid-1900s. That may sound like an exaggeration, but anyone who has sat in front of a layout, a timing sheet, or a stack of corrections knows it is not. The tools have changed, tablets, software, digital compositing, but the structure, the mental model, the way time moves inside a cut has not. Anime feels like an industry that never fully left the past, and yet continues to produce images and emotions that could only exist in the present. This is not nostalgia. It is a reminder that something incomplete, old-fashioned, even compromised can still hold overwhelming power. Hand-drawn animation demands time, talent, and human stubbornness. It consumes the effort of multiple departments just to create several minutes, or at best, a few hours of footage. Logically, this workflow is too unreasonable in 2025. And yet, somehow, almost surprisingly, even coming from the production side, this friction creates happiness. The kind of happiness that feels irrational in economic terms, but undeniable as an outcome. 2025 was full of that happiness. There's a video here. It looks like someone's kitchen. Wow. Bit clean. Doesn't look like they cook very much in this kitchen, but whatever. Wow, there's a whole load of anime there. Medalist, G-Quacks, that is how you pronounce it. Shoshimin, Mono, Lazarus, Apocalypse Hotel, City, and My Dress Up Darling. The list goes on far beyond what I can comfortably fit here. This is not a hierarchy. It feels more like a table of dishes too good to finish. A year where simply keeping up with anime as a viewer required energy. Which I didn't have very much of last year, but I digress. Personally, this was also my first year working as a full-time animator. Because of that, the months seemed to vanish at a violent speed. I'm still a first-year animator, barely at the entrance of a vast industry, so I do not pretend that I have the authority to declare anything definitive. Part of me thinks I should not choose bests at all, but another part of me believes that if people inside the medium never say what they love, the landscape becomes quieter than it should be. So this is not a declaration of correctness. It is a record of what I saw, what moved me, and what I hope I can someday draw. Some details may be inaccurate due to the layered nature of production pipelines. Okay, right. COI? Oh, I don't know what that stands for. Anyone in the chat know what COI means? Cheese, onion, iceberg lettuce? I don't know. You tell me. Could be that. Could be that. Cheese, onion, iceberg, lettuce. I worked on some of the shows mentioned here directly or indirectly. And also to Zappa, I am very good at using Microsoft Paint. It's kind of my thing. Yeah. Anyway, best episode. Takopi's Original Sin, episode 5, storyboard direction Hiro Takamori, chief animation direction Danny Chow. Takopi's Original Sin was unquestionably one of the greatest series of 2025. Danny Chow's cute, yet subtly threatening drawing style lands perfectly on an episode built around the turning point. Hiro Takamori's direction, supported by a staff full of high-level animators, creates a structure that breathes and shrinks like a controlled muscle. It starts with a deceptively uplifting anime atmosphere. Wow, I'm already making mistakes and I haven't even finished the first one. And an exclusive OP sequence. The layouts, drawings, and compositing are so carefully handled that you can already feel pressure accumulating. As the episode progresses, the momentum snaps. The turning point arrives with an intense rush of animation that feels like it is accelerating even as footage advances at normal speed. When it comes to the Genga, I do not have enough space to praise everyone, but I need to highlight at least the following. The early 10 plus 10 sequence that sets the rhythm, Hiroaki Arai's delicate character acting and consistent contribution to the series as an in-house animator, as well as Shoya Sakaguchi's 3D plus 2D hybrid work that feels like a glimpse into the next stage of the industry. At the climax, 10 plus 10's creativity overflows in the Happy Star sequence. I mean this in the most respectful way, but it is genuinely difficult for an adaptation to outdo the original manga due to resource constraints. Yet here, the shift in art style, colour, detail, and compositing does not feel like an expansion, it feels inevitable, as though it was always meant to bloom this way. Enishiya's refusal to compromise allowed one of the best manga of the 2020s to become a masterpiece of its animated decade. I cannot praise them enough. Wow, that was pretty good from the thumbnail. Yeah, I'll give that a look at later. Just having a look at chat. Apparently it's conflict of interest, but also Iida also wrote this entirely in English. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Let's keep it going. I actually think that's really good. But let's move on so I can actually keep going. Okay, best show. Let This Grieving Soul Retire, Season 2, excluding some other obvious picks like To Be Hero X, Mobile Suit Gundam, G-Quacks, My Dress Up Darling Season 2, Shoshimin Season 2 medalist, series direction Masahiro Takata. Yeah. If you have not seen Masahiro Takata's work, I envy you. I don't know. I don't think I have. Either I think you're aiming this directly at me. No, I don't think I have. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I don't think I've seen anything from